Welcome back everybody to LBS Response to episode number 45, and yeah guys, I am filming this pretty soon after the last episode already aired, so there's not going to be too many recent questions. If you guys answer, or if you guys asked a question within the past couple days, probably will not be answered in this video, or it won't be. So again, leave them down below. Again, I'm going on a little road trip, so I have to kind of pre-film a lot of stuff, so that pretty much explains this. So let's get into it, guys. Going to kind of jump through these questions really quick. So let's start off, guys, with Master G. He has two questions. The first one being, what is your second favorite LEGO theme? That's got to be the Castle Fantasy era from 2008 and 9, I believe, or 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. But probably my all-time second favorite LEGO theme is the Fantasy era Castle. Then he also asked, are you friends with Ryan, MandRProductions? And yeah, I'd say we're friends. I mean, again, we have not had any drama or anything happen since like April of 2018, so it's coming up on over 2 years of mutual friendship. Like, we've talked, we DM every other week or so. I mean, we talk about stuff. I mean, if something comes up, we talk about it. And yeah, I mean, I'd say we're pretty mutual. Again, I mean, I'm pretty much good with everybody in the community. I mean, there's only one person as of now that I'm not good with, but it's not public. I don't want to make it public. And if you know, I guess. But Ryan is not that person. So altogether, I'd say we're good. I mean, I'd say we're friends. We're friendly, So there's that. Moving on to Danielle Kavis again. So she says, what do you think about species-based battle packs, a Gungan, a Wookiee, etc.? I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be very awesome if LEGO could do that, for $15, even $20 at that point, and include, 4 Gungans, 4 Geonosians, 4 Wookiees. Of course, a little variety in there. And then, one little, a Geonosian cannon, or a Cadu even for the Gungans, a little Wookiee flyer for the Wookiees. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd really, get a lot more variety in mocks out there. I think we'd see a lot more, not that we need a lot more Naboos and Kashyyyks, and Geonosians, but you know what I mean? Like, if they were to make those types of things, I feel like we could have a lot more variety in just stuff we see on the internet for mock-wise, since it'd be a lot easier to obtain large armies of those, since, most of those are relatively cheap. You can get them for $3-4 a piece anyway, but if, they're in a battle pack, and you find the battle pack on sale, get them for a good deal, and then there you go. So I'm down for that. I think that'd be very awesome if LEGO could do that. Moving on to our Mallstar 100, he says, great video as always, man. That's a solid timeline for moving out. Hope it all works out well. He says, I have a question about lugs. I know you were in Rebel Lug. How was that experience? Is it worth looking into, and a good way to build connections within the community and become a better builder? Sorry for the long question. You're all good, man. Again, I'll answer anything. Yes, I mean, I was in Rebel Lug from June 16th or 15th, 2017 to September 1st of 2017. So again, pushing about 2.5 months there. But even prior to that, I mean, I was friends with all of them I pretty much got to know all those guys, Chris, Danny, Spencer, Drew, all of them, since like probably 2015. I'd say maybe summer of 2015, really, when Naboo, when I built my first mock that I finished on the channel, Naboo, I was already kind of talking to them prior, but after that, I really kind of just got more engaged with all of them, and really to talk to them, a couple Skype calls, went on a couple live streams, was always in Instagram DMs, Discord chats, and really was good friends with them. Again, like, it was always a group of people that I could really, count on to talk to, and always get information from, and mock help and techniques and stuff. So yeah, I mean, once I got into Rebel Lug, nothing really changed there. I mean, if anything, it was really just a bad time. It really was. That, I was working so hard to get into Rebel Lug, and coming into Brickworld 2017, it was kind of a goal. But again, I had no intentions. I did not bring it up to anybody. I did not apply even, but pretty much on the last day of Brickworld, we were packing up, and Chris came up to me. Actually, no, I was on the Saturday. I think they had a meeting that Saturday. Chris came back downstairs, came up to me, asked me if I want to be in Rebel Lug. I'm like, hell yeah, of course. So then there we go. I was officially in it. Since I remember, I think later that night in the hotel, I took a picture of the business card and kind of put it public on my Instagram. But I'd say it's worth getting into a log. It's just, I mean, really any group of people, as long as the more I've grown up, I've realized. I mean, again, it's the more connections I've lost and friends I've lost, and family connections I've lost and stuff like that. That if you can get into a group of people like that where you're friendly and have someone to talk to and enjoy the same thing as you, I think it's worth it no matter what. Especially when it doesn't cost anything to get into a lug, even if it's not Rebel Lug or Empire Lug, any sort of other group. Just to enjoy yourself, I think it's definitely worth it. I mean, I enjoyed myself for those 2.5 months. It didn't really feel too different. I mean, there's a couple exclusive things that, of course, being in the LUG got me. And a little bit more, promotion, I guess, to an extent, even though I think I was on the Twitter page one time. I never asked for promotion or anything, since I didn't really need it at that point. I mean, I was pretty much like the fastest growing, like, aside for like Chris probably, but I was pretty much like the fastest growing like channel anyway, so I never asked for promotion. If anything, I was just glad to be a part of it. And then again, working out timeline wise, if you guys want to go watch the 40-minute video I made on it 2 years ago, just timing did not work out, and a couple other things came up, and I was an idiot back then, so that's pretty much why I got kicked. But I definitely say it's worth getting into a LUG, man. I definitely say it's something to look forward to and work towards. So there's that. Moving on to the name is Austin, best value set out right now. That's a tough one, but I really do gotta say probably the Mandalorian ATST. I think the ATST Raider is the probably the best deal, especially if you get it for $40. $40 is a hell of a deal. So I'd say that's probably the best deal on the market right now. Moving on to Z. Joel Smolder says, if needed, which sets would you sell first to pay off expensive bills, or would you sell the Mustang? That's tough. I've never been put in that spot, and I probably won't be put in that spot in a while. First off, I'd definitely choose the Lego before the Mustang. But yeah, I mean, currently right now, I mean, I've only got, what bills do I have? I've got my Apple Music, my Netflix, my Disney Plus, my extra iCloud storage, the editing software I use, or the thumbnail maker thing I use. Yeah, so I mean, I've got maybe about $50 to $60 worth of monthly expenses, so I mean, it's not like end of the world. Of course, I mean, car payment and stuff. I mean, I've got probably close to like $600, including like insurances and all that goes out every month, like regularly. So I'm not really put in like to a position like where I would have to sell anything, but so it's kind of hard to answer that. But I would definitely choose a Lego over the Mustang. So there's that. Moving on to Yo Boy Matt says, do you like Ian Duar's new album? If so, what song do you like best? I actually forgot the names of them. I read that when the video first posted up. I was driving over to my dad's and was getting so the top two for me are Paradise and Runaway Kid. Those are my top two out of the new album. I like all of his songs, really. This album was a little weak in my opinion. There was a couple songs in there where I didn't really mess with it that much, but it's still something I'll throw on in the background. Of course, I've got my favorites, I've got my least favorites, but genuinely out of all of his work, I'm probably like 9 out of 10 of all of his stuff. But yes, with the album, probably maybe a 7.5 out of 10, but those are definitely my top two songs out of there. Then moving on to Broke Do Brick says, would you like to see Avatar: The Last Airbender return in Lego? I don't really care. I've never watched Avatar, never got into it, so it's up to the Lego group. I probably would not buy it either way. And then let's see, guys. That looks like about it. So that's pretty much all of the questions right here. I guess we do have one more. MandRProductions says, do you like the newer or older 212 Airborne Troopers more? To me, I know there's a difference, but I can't really even tell. So I guess I'll go with the newer one just because it's newer. But yeah, that looks like everything for this video, guys. Kind of a shorter, at least, response to. Again, I know I'm recording these a little earlier than they used to be recorded, so I'm not really getting to as many questions. So again, if I miss your question, definitely leave it down below, and I'll answer it next week. That's pretty much all, guys, for this video. I'll thank you guys all for watching. Please only comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for it. See you guys later. Bye, guys. Stay safe. If you want to save 5% off on your next Lego purchase, be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital L-I-F-E BRICK. At republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. We'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5% off.